Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm back with another video. Today's video is a movie review, and I'd like to apologize for any background noise that you may hear. So this movie that we're going to be recapping is on Lifetime. I'm not sure if it's going to be on the Lifetime app, but it's called Death Saved My Life. So basically it stars Megan Good, her sister, and I believe his name is Checky. Oh, I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name, but he's an African actor. So yeah. So Ed is a doctor. He's a heart surgeon. And then we have Jade, played by Megan Good. She is in marketing, basically advertisement. She had the job. They also have a daughter. I believe at the time she was like 7 or 8. Her name is Kayla. Jade's sister Lee is in there as well. So, we're doing long story short. We don't want to drag it out or whatever, but yeah. So Ed's a heart surgeon. Jade, she works in the advertisement business. So Jade ends up doing a lot of work, and she get promoted and she end up getting an award. So her sister and her go shopping for this nice dress, and then when they get home, because Ed is watching their daughter, so when they get home, Lee instructs Jade to show Ed her dress, and she does, and he kind of felt like taken aback, like, you shouldn't be spending no money on this and stuff like that. So, as she's getting ready for her award, Lee takes Kayla to the park, and while I guess, Jade's in the shower getting ready, whatever, she goes to try on her dress. Come to find out, her dress is cut up in places, and you see Ed with this ominous look on his face, like. And then he tells her, like, listen, that dress would have made you look like a whore. Too bad. Like, he intentionally cut up her dress on purpose. So she had to end up wearing one of her dresses she wore from a previous engagement and whatever. So they get to the party, whatever. She gets an award. Her bosses was trying to talk to her. And Ed kept looking at them like standoffish, like he had the attitude. One of her colleagues, Liam, Ed feels like Liam has like this crush on Jade, and he wasn't going for it. So when they get home from the awards ceremony, he doesn't like the tone that she gave him, and he started throwing her around and making her fall into the wall and stuff like that. So basically, she has all these bruises on her face. I know her head hurt from when he slammed into the wall, and then cuts on her arm from when the glass broke from a picture. So she gets herself cleaned up and she's laying in the bed. And then he comes out of nowhere, turn on this romantic music. And he's like, this is our song. And he gives her a kiss while she's laying in the bed. So the next day, they're eating breakfast, and he gets a phone call and he ends up trying to head to work. So as he leaves, she cleans up the kitchen, whatever, and then her daughter supposed to go off to go play. While Jay's putting the stuff in the sink, her daughter is standing in the doorway and she's hearing and seeing her mother cry. And so then Kayla runs off and goes upstairs, and then Jade's finished cleaning up the kitchen, whatever. As she's going up the stairs, she starts hearing her daughter cry, and she's like, goes to her room to check out. She's like, why are you crying? She's like, because you're crying. When do you see me cry? All the time. Now that says a lot. Children pick up on everything, like, for real, for real. So that next morning, Jade packs up all her stuff and her daughter's stuff. She takes some money and stuff out the safe and pack up. So Ed is getting ready for work again. and she looks out the window to make sure he's leaving. Then she goes sets the suitcase by the door, and then she ended up going into this other place where they can keep a gun or something like that. She goes in there, and then she hears the door open back up. So she goes run back to the front door, and it's him saying that he left his phone. And she's like, well, I don't know where you could have left it at. And he leaves it right by the door. Good thing. She's thinking, like, I hope we did not see the suitcase. He did not see the suitcase. He leaves. Then after that, they leave and don't never come back. So they go stay at Lee's house, which is her sister. And he comes in at nighttime. And he's like, Jade, where you at? And they don't get no response. He realized that the dishes are still there for when they had breakfast. And she leaves a note saying, we left you. Like, sis said, you ain't gonna get me. You are not gonna get me. I'm tired of putting up with all this nonsense. You got me going through all the abuse and stuff that I ain't got time for this. So she stays with her sister. Eventually, she ends up finding her own place. Also, he also wanted her to quit her job because of how he think Liam felt about her. So she didn't want to quit her job. So that was also ammunition for her to leave too, because she ain't gonna try to tell me what to do. Okay. So she ended up finding her own place. Their daughter, she takes her daughter to soccer. He goes there to meet her as well. Doing so, he has a girlfriend, and she's like, okay. The girlfriend look exactly like Jade. Like, the girlfriend's name is Diane. So Ed is friends with the sergeant of the town. His name is Sean, and I guess his wife. They didn't want to tell her name. His wife, their child plays on the soccer team as well, so they always meeting each other. So he's basically best friends with Ed. Basically, everything Ed do, he can't get in trouble for it. So, long story short, Jade files for divorce. I guess he didn't want to get divorced from her. So eventually, he ends up signing the papers. Okay, she goes on about her life. He starts showing up at her job, and she's like, why are you here? And he's like, well, you can see Kayla when you pick up on the weekend. So as she's leaving her job that day, this guy comes out of nowhere with a gun pointing it straight at her. And then her coworker comes out, basically helped save her life at that one point. So she's basically in shock. And that guy, he's trying to ask her for a date or have coffee with her, but she didn't really pay no mind because she's in shock about just having a gun pulled at her. And, she's going about her business. So, long story short, he hired somebody to kill her. If he can't have her, nobody can have her. He said, I'd rather cut you up in a million pieces so no one can get to you. And she said, I'd rather die before I stay with you. So basically, he hired someone to kill her. So she's like, okay, I'm going to use this. So basically, she helped fake her death. The guy was going to come back and kill her anyway. So that was still motive for, it to be a death anyway you look at it. So the guy goes into her house and he realizes that everything's already disarray. The house is broken into. Glass and stuff is thrown all over the place. Blood everywhere. So he's like, okay, guess kind of like my job is done. But, days go on. Lee is starting to worry, like, where's her sister? And then they also got the daughter. And so eventually Ed takes his daughter to another babysitter. He don't basically want her to be with Lee. Whatever. So he takes her to a babysitter. And he starts getting in contact with the guy he had hired to kill Jade, which is his wife. And, he said he paid him a lot of money. But little do they know that Jade is watching watch how everything played out in the cut. She had a disguise on and everything. So she basically haunted him and was doing all this stuff to him. She called the cops on the guy that was hired to kill her because she found information in his house that could put him away for forever. She did that. He got locked up. Ed is starting to spiral out of control. He can't do his surgeries right. His hand is unsteady. It's crazy. she was able to finesse. She got everything in order. She got all the evidence she needed. Oh, one instance where he was leaving his work, he thought that Jade was outside. Come to find out, he almost strangled to death his girlfriend. And I guess she was like, listen, don't talk to me. I'm out. This, whatever. And that's just what it is. So she set up her visual with the help of her sister. And, they was able to get Ed. And, yeah, she set up a good trap for him because he ended up following Lee back to the hotel. And I did not know the sergeant was going to be there. So she goes into the bathroom underwater. Ed's looking through the window. And then he eventually goes inside the house. She comes out the bathroom. And she's like, hello, Ed. And then he was like, you're dead. You're still dead. Everybody think you're dead. And he's about to strangle her and do all this stuff. Then the sergeant comes like, let her go. And they arrest him. She about to go on about her life. Her sister, she goes to see her daughter. And she tells her daughter, like, listen, I know I was gone, but, I'm here now. When you get a little bit older, I will tell you why I left. And then I won't be crying no more. And then it ends and they go off to the park. So, yeah. So, I hope y'all guys check out this movie. I don't know if it's going to still be on Lifetime app, but it's called Death Saved My Life. Starring Megan Good. She did a good job in this movie. I really recommend watching this movie if y'all get a chance to watch it. So, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this recap. Please give it a like. Comment down below. Have y'all seen this movie? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section down below. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload. And I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.